Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be discussing cytokine and its receptors. So as we know that our immune system comprises of different type of cells, right, from T cells, B cells, macrophages, neutrophils and many other. So all of these cells are responsible for immune response, or you can say immunity. For example, if we talk about a tissue injury or in case of infection, macrophages generally secrete certain substances which attract neutrophils or monocyte to the site of injury. These bring about the phagocytosis of infected or damaged cell. But have you ever think how the communication between cells takes place? So answer to this is the communication takes place with the help of certain substances such as cytokines. Cytokines are generally proteins, polypeptides or glycoproteins. These are involved in cell to cell signaling, or you can say communicate between the cells. And these cytokines are released in response to a stimulus. When a cell is activated, it releases certain substances which we called as cytokines, which bind to the receptors of either same cell or any other cell and bring about the changes in the respective cell. तो जो changes होंगे, it can be either in the form of that the cell can either divide, or it can either proliferate, or growth and differentiation will takes place, or it can also release its own cytokines. So let's start our topic today. So let's start with cytokines. Cytokines are small, about less than 30 kilodalton, secreted proteins, polypeptides or glycoproteins which mediate and regulate immunity or immune response. So cytokines are low molecular weight molecules. They are released mainly by T cells, neutrophils, dendritic cells and macrophages. फंक्शन क्या है इनका? दे हेल्प इन सिग्नलिंग बिटवीन सेल्स ड्यूरिंग इम्यून रिस्पॉन्स. सो दे हेल्प इन कम्युनिकेशन बिटवीन ऑल दीज cells. Therefore, they are called as intercellular mediators. There are 200 different cytokines identified so far, and they are produced in response to a stimulus or a specific antigen. तो जब भी स्टिमुलस होगा, कोई भी एंटीजन आएगा जो स्टिमुलस प्रोड्यूस करेगा, तभी साइटोकाइंस जो हैं वो प्रोड्यूस होंगे. दे आर हार्मोन लाइक मैसेंजर्स बट मोस्ट ऑफ देम एक्ट लोकली. तो मैसेंजर जो हार्मोन्स हैं और इनमें जो है ये फ़र्क है कि हार्मोन डिस्टेंस पे एक्ट कर सकते हैं, और ये मोस्टली जो हैं, आई एम सेइंग मोस्टली, दे एक्ट लोकली. They are soluble molecules and some are membrane bound. Cytokines are known to stimulate or suppress the functional activity of lymphocytes, monocytes, neutrophils, fibroblasts and endothelial cell. So in turn, cytokines are known to either stimulate or suppress the activity of cells. Slide showing cytokine producing different immune cells. They bring about growth, differentiation and proliferation of target cell. So this is the function of most of the cytokines. They also play a role in induction and regulation of cellular interaction of cells, that is immune, inflammatory and hemopoietic system. Now cytokines once released binds to the cytokine receptor on the surface of the cells. तो ये जो काम कर रही हैं साइटोकाइन, ये रिलीज़ हो रही हैं सेल से, वो कैसे हो रही हैं, और आगे जो फंक्शन है सेकंड सेल में वो कैसे हो रहा है? बाय द प्रेजेंस ऑफ बाइंडिंग टू द रिसेप्टर ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ द सेल, अदर सेल. Let's take the example. This is the cell C1 and this is the cell C2, for example. When C1 is stimulated, cytokines are released. These cytokines are bind to cytokine receptor on the surface of the cell 2. Now the cell 2 either will or may prepare to divide, ठीक है, or it undergo growth and differentiation, or it will either secrete its own cytokine. So these changes will be takes place in case of cell 2. या तो ये डिवाइड कर जाएगा, या इसमें ग्रोथ या डिफ्रेंसिएशन हो जाएगी, या ये अपनी ही साइटोकाइंस जो है रिलीज कर देगा. Cytokine producing cell secretes cytokine when induced by the stimulus. Cytokine then binds to receptor on target cell, producing the biological effects. Further, if a particular cytokine may bind to the receptors on the membrane of same cell that secreted it, it is called as autocrine action और ऑटोक्राइन सिग्नलिंग. मतलब जो सेल जो रिलीज़ कर रहा है साइटोकाइन, वो साइटोकाइन उसी के रिसेप्टर से बाइंड करेगी, तो उस तरह के फिनोमिना को हम बोलेंगे ऑटोक्राइन एक्शन. इफ़ it may bind to the receptor in close proximity of the producer cell, then it is called as paracrine action और paracrine signaling. अगर जिस सेल ने साइटोकाइन रिलीज़ की उसी के क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी में या उसी के नियर बाय कोई दूसरा सेल है, उसके साथ जो उसके रिसेप्टर से अगर साइटोकाइन बाइंड कर रही है, देन इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज पैराक्राइन एक्शन. बट it may bind to target cell in distant parts of the body through circulation, but it is very rare. अगर सर्कुलेशन के थ्रू जो है टारगेट सेल जो है दूर है और वहाँ जाके साइटोकाइन बाइंड करेगी, देन इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज एंडोक्राइन action. So here in this slide you can see autocrine action. Cytokine binds to receptor of same cell, in paracrine action to nearby cell, and in endocrine action to distant cell. However, half-life of cytokine is very short, whether they are secreted in bloodstream or extracellular fluid. That means they act only for a limited period over a short distance. That is why I said कि जो endocrine जो action है, that is very rare. So most of the cytokines they act locally. Moreover, cytokines exhibit attributes of pleiotropy, redundancy, synergy, antagonism and cascade induction, which help them to regulate cellular activity in a coordinative and interactive way. Pleiotropy. Pleiotropy means one cytokine having different biological effect on target cell. That is, one chemical is acting in many ways. As you have seen कि जब MHC antigen complexes बनते थे on antigen presenting cell, these were recognized by T cell, resulting in activation of T cells. Then activated T cell releases interleukin 4. यहाँ आप देख रहे हैं. This interleukin 4 stimulates proliferation and differentiation of B cells, but thymocytes and mast cells only undergo proliferation. Two or more chemicals mediate similar function. It is called as redundancy. For example, activated T cells releases 3 interleukins, interleukin 2, 4 and 5, which induces B cells to proliferate. Some also become plasma cell which release the antibodies. Combined effect of two cytokines is greater than additive effect of individual cytokines. It is called as synergist effect. For example, interleukin 4 and interleukin 5 secreted by activated T cell helps in class switch to immunoglobulin E, whereas in antagonism, effect of one cytokine inhibit the effect of other cytokines. That is, such cytokines act opposite to each other. For example, interleukin 4 helps in class switching, but interferon gamma inhibits its action. The action of one cytokine on target cell induces that cell to produce one or more other cytokines, which in turn may induce other target cell to produce other cytokines, is called as cascade induction. For example, जब एक्टिवेटेड टी सेल जो हैं रिलीज़ कर रहे हैं इंटरफेरॉन गामा, विच इन टर्न स्टिमुलेट्स मैक्रोफेज टू रिलीज इंटरल्यूकिन 12. अब ये इंटरल्यूकिन 12 क्या कर रही है, फर्दर एक्टिवेटेड टी सेल्स को, हेल्पर टी सेल्स को एक्टिवेट करेगी टू रिलीज द साइटोकाइंस. लेकिन इसमें इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ क्या है कि इंटरल्यूकिन 12 फ्रॉम मैक्रोफेज इनेबल्स टी सेल टू प्रोड्यूस मोर एंड मोर मैक्रोफेजेस. सो दैट इज़ example of positive effect or positive feedback. So let's talk about the functions of the cytokines. First function is the development of cellular and humoral immune response, which is mediated by antibody. For example, interleukin 21, which has major role in antibody production. इसमें एक सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल भी है, दैट इज इंटरल्यूकिन 17 प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय CD4 T cells. This cytokine help in reinforcement, antibody dependent tumor डिस्ट्रक्शन. तो ट्यूमर को डिस्ट्रॉय करने में हेल्प करती है. नेक्स्ट फंक्शन इज़ द हीलिंग ऑफ वुंड्स. अब आपको पता है कि जब भी किसी साइट पे इंजरी होगी देयर विल बी ब्लड लॉस. अब ब्लड लॉस को जो है, जो इसको इफ़ेक्टिवली कंट्रोल करता है, इट इज़ बाय द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ क्लॉट विच इज़ यूज्ड टू मेंटेन द होमोस्टैसिस. So with formation of clot there will be aggregation, adhesion and degranulation of platelets. तो प्लेटलेट्स जो क्या करेंगी, एडहियर करेंगी उस जगह पे, एग्रीगेट कर लेंगी और डिग्रैनुलेशन हो जाएगी, एंड दीज प्लेटलेट्स देन रिलीज साइटोकाइंस. साइटोकाइंस सच एस ग्रोथ फैक्टर जो ये जो हैं साइटोकाइंस जो है ग्रोथ फैक्टर हैं, सच एस ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग ग्रोथ फैक्टर बीटा, वेस्कुलर एंडोथेलियल सेल ग्रोथ फैक्टर एंड प्लेटलेट डिराइव्ड ग्रोथ फैक्टर. सो ये जो है दे हैव इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल इन वुंड हीलिंग. अब इसमें जो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है दैट इज ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग ग्रोथ फैक्टर बीटा. ये क्या करेगा, इट हेल्प्स इन रैपिड कीमोटैक्सिस ऑफ न्यूट्रोफिल्स एंड मोनोसाइट्स टू साइट ऑफ इंजरी. ठीक है. और मोर ओवर इट ऑल्सो ब्रिंग्स, यही ट्यूमर ग्रोथ फैक्टर बीटा जो है, इट हेल्प्स इन ऑटोक्राइन सिग्नलिंग ऑफ फाइब्रोब्लास्ट एंड ल्यूकोसाइट्स. जब हमने पहले बात की थी ऑटोक्राइन सिग्नलिंग की, तो एक ही सेल से जो है साइटोकाइंस रिलीज़ हो रहे हैं और उसी सेल के रिसेप्टर पे जो है वो बाइंड कर रहे हैं और उसी में जो है वो चेंजेस ला रहे हैं. ड्यू टू ऑटोक्राइन सिग्नलिंग देयर विल बी रिलीज ऑफ ट्यूमर नेक्रोसिस फैक्टर विच इज़ अनदर साइटोकाइन अल्फा, इंटरल्यूकिन 1 एंड PGDF दैट इज़ अगेन प्लेटलेट डिराइव्ड ग्रोथ फैक्टर. अब ये तीनों जो हैं ये मिलके क्या करेंगे, अगेन दे विल हेल्प इन इन्फ्लेमेशन एंड रिक्रूटमेंट एंड एक्टिवेशन ऑफ न्यूट्रोफिल्स एंड मोनोसाइट्स to the साइट ऑफ इंजरी। अब जब न्यूट्रोफिल्स और मोनोसाइट्स जो हैं किसी इंजरी साइट पे आ जाएंगे तो ये क्या करेंगे, दे ब्रिंग डाउन द फैगोसाइटोसिस। तो फैगोसाइटोसिस हो जाएगी, जिसकी वजह से जो इंजर्ड सेल्स हैं दे आर रिमूव्ड एंड दैट इज हाउ हीलिंग ऑफ वुंड्स विल टेक्स प्लेस। नाउ नेक्स्ट फंक्शन इज द इंडक्शन ऑफ इन्फ्लेमेटरी रिस्पॉन्स। इसमें जो सबसे पोटेंट जो है दैट इज द ट्यूमर नेक्रोसिस फैक्टर अल्फा that have a potent inflammatory role. Next function is cellular growth, proliferation and differentiation of cells. इसमें जो एग्जाम्पल है दैट इज इंटरल्यूकिन 2 एंड इंटरल्यूकिन 4. बोथ ऑफ दीज आर सिक्रेटेड बाय T cells. Interleukin 2 helps in the proliferation of T cells, B cells and NK cell. तो T cell अगर T cell को ही proliferate करेगा that is autocrine signaling, and interleukin 4 help in differentiation of B cell into plasma cell. So that is the paracrine signaling. And another example is CSF, that is colony stimulating factor, which brings down the growth, proliferation and differentiation of hemopoietic stem cells and its precursors. And last most important, that is it also helps in regulation of hemopoiesis. For example, interleukin 3, interleukin 1 and interleukin 6, they help in generation of monocytes, neutrophils and other leukocytes. Then GCSF, that is granulocyte colony stimulating factor, they help in generation of neutrophils. Likewise GMCSF, that is granulocyte monocyte colony stimulating factor, that helps in generation of myeloid cells. Interleukin 11 platelets and erythropoietin, which brings out the generation of RBC. So now let's talk about cytokine receptors. Cytokine receptors are receptors that bind to cytokines or ligands, and these receptors are specific for their cytokines. They are further divided into 5 superfamilies or families, you can say. First is the immunoglobulin superfamily, which is also called as interleukin 1 receptor family. They are found on the MSC class 1 and class 2 molecules and rare on cytokines. Receptors for this cytokines are interleukin 1 and interleukin 18, monocyte colony stimulating factor, and also for MHC, which we have talked earlier, and TCR, that is T cell receptors in case of immunoglobulins. Now let's see the structure of this superfamily. This is the structure of immunoglobulin superfamily. It has domains which are like that of immunoglobulin. That is why it is called as immunoglobulin superfamily. This receptor is folded with the help of disulfide bonds, and this family or this receptor is associated with interleukin associated kinase. Slide showing immunoglobulin superfamily receptor along with its ligands. The next type is the class 1 cytokine receptor family, also called as hemopoietin receptor, as it also helps in the process of hemopoiesis. It has receptors for GMCSF, GCSF, that is granulocyte colony stimulating factor, interleukin 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, 13 and 15. So most of the interleukins have receptors for it. Now let's see the structure. So this is the structure of class 1 cytokine receptor family. It has two domains, extracellular domain, which is the interacting domain, and membrane proximal domain. Extracellular domain has two pairs of conserved cysteine residues, that is 4 cysteine residues are there, and membrane proximal domain has WSXWS conserved sequences, that is tryptophan, serine, any amino, X is the any amino acid which is the non-conserved amino acid, and then tryptophan, serine. So tryptophan, serine, amino acid, tryptophan, serine conserved sequences. This sequence help in molecular switching of on state and off state. This is the structure of hematopoietin receptor along with its different specific ligands. So this is now class 2 cytokine receptor family. It is also called as interferon receptor family. It has receptors that contain conserved cysteine motifs but lack WSXWS, which was present in the class 1 cytokine receptor family. Total of 4 cysteine residues are distributed in two different domains. We will see it in the diagram, and it has receptors for IFN, alpha, beta, gamma, that is interferon alpha, beta and gamma, as well as for interleukin 10, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 and 29. Now let's see the structure. Diagrammatic representation of class 2 cytokine receptor family. It consists of conserved cysteine sequences which are distributed among both of the domains, that is extracellular as well as the membrane proximal domain. So there is a difference between class 1 and class 2 receptor family. जो class 1 receptor family है that is called as hematopoietin receptor family, और यहाँ जो ये family class 2 है that is called as interferon receptor family. अब यहाँ पे जो डायग्राम में डिफरेंस है वो क्या है, वहाँ पे क्लास 1 में क्या था कि जो एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर डोमेन था उसी में सिस्टीन सीक्वेंसेस थी वो कंजर्व थी, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो है ये दोनों किस में है, इन बोथ ऑफ द डोमेन्स. वहाँ पे जो ट्रिप्टोफैन सीरीन अमाइनो एसिड ट्रिप्टोफैन सीरीन जो कंजर्व सीक्वेंस थी वो कहाँ पे प्रेजेंट थी, इन केस ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन प्रॉक्सिमल डोमेन, एंड हेयर इट इज़ absent. So that is the difference between class 1 and class 2 cytokine receptor family. Structure of interferon receptor family along with different ligands associated with it. Fourth one is the TNF receptor family comprising of 27 members. They have both extracellular and intracellular domains, and they are rich in cysteine conserved sequences and binds to TNF, that is tumor necrosis factor, as trimeric complex, जो हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. They are expressed in many mammalian cells, especially in leukocytes, and are involved in inflammation and apoptosis, that is the programmed cell death. They have receptors for tumor necrosis factor alpha and beta and NGF. Now let's see the diagram. So this is the TNF receptor. Here it comprises of, in extracellular domain it comprises of 4 domains with 3 different binding region, जो कि हमारे क्लास 1 और क्लास 2 में ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. यहाँ पे जो ट्राइमेरिक कॉम्प्लेक्स जो हमने बात की थी, here TNF binds as a trimeric complex. Now this receptor has a very unique transmembrane domain, and from here portion, this portion, it can be cleaved into a soluble TNFR1 receptor, जैसा कि ऐसा हमने किसी भी और रिसेप्टर में नहीं देखा, ना क्लास 1 में, ना क्लास 2 में, ना इम्यूनोग्लोबिन फैमिली में. Now this family or this receptor is also associated with TRFA protein, which is a adapter protein, and it helps it in conveying the signal. This is the structure of TNF receptors along with ligands specific to this receptor. So last one is the chemokine receptor family. It is 7 transmembrane proteins, 7TM, as it spans through the cytoplasmic membrane 7 times, इस तरह से कुछ. It is coupled with G protein, which is cleaved into alpha, beta, and gamma subunits, which enables calcium signaling and induce chemotaxis. अब ये जो कीमोकाइन रिसेप्टर है, इट ऑल्सो हैज़ रिसेप्टर्स फॉर इंसुलिन सिग्नलिंग एंड ग्लाइकोजन ब्रेकडाउन. इट ऑल्सो हैज़ रिसेप्टर्स फॉर इंटरल्यूकिन 8, रेंटीज, MECCAF, and NAP2. Now let's see the structure of this chemokine receptor family. This is the structure of chemokine receptor family. As I have said, it is 7TM, that is 7 transmembrane protein, as it spans through the cytoplasmic membrane 7 times, and it is coupled with that of the G protein. G protein के साथ coupled है, and G protein जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया, it is cleaved into alpha, beta and gamma subunits, जो क्या करते हैं, कैल्शियम सिग्नलिंग को इंड्यूस करते हैं, and which further enables the chemotaxis. Structure of 7 transmembrane chemokine receptor along with its ligands. So this is all about cytokine and its receptors. It is clear from the video that cytokines and its receptors are both specific for each other. So I think this video is helpful to you. So kindly stay connected and stay tuned to the channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.